For decades, the global economy has been dominated by Western institutions, IMF, World Bank, and the US dollar. But in the shadows, a new power bloc has been rising, BRICS, an alliance of 5 major emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS has challenged the Western-led financial system, and now, in 2025, its influence is stronger than ever. But how did BRICS get here? And is it truly a rising superpower, or just a loose alliance with internal conflicts? Let's take a deep dive into the history, growth, and future of BRICS. It all started in 2001, when Jim O'Neill, an economist at Goldman Sachs, coined the term BRIC, standing for Brazil, Russia, India, and China. He predicted that these 4 countries would dominate global economic growth in the coming decades. At the time, it was just an idea, not an actual alliance. But by 2006, BRIC nations began formal diplomatic meetings, seeing potential in working together. Then in 2009, something historic happened. The first BRIC summit was held in Russia. The goal? To push for a multipolar world, one where Western countries wouldn't dominate global finance and politics. In 2010, South Africa joined, turning BRIC into BRICS. This expanded the alliance beyond Asia and Latin America, giving it influence in Africa, one of the world's fastest-growing regions. Over the next decade, BRICS became more than just a symbolic group. In 2014, they launched the New Development Bank, a direct challenge to the Western-led IMF and World Bank. Why was this important? Because for decades, developing nations had to borrow money from the IMF, often with harsh conditions. BRICS wanted an alternative, one that didn't force countries into Western economic policies. At the same time, BRICS pushed for de-dollarization, reducing dependence on the US dollar in global trade. Russia and China led the way, signing agreements to trade in their own currencies instead of using the dollar. But BRICS faced internal challenges. China dominates the group economically, with its GDP larger than all other BRICS members combined. India and China have border tensions, limiting deeper cooperation. Russia's geopolitical struggles, especially after Western sanctions, put pressure on the bloc. Despite these issues, BRICS continued expanding its influence. By 2025, BRICS has evolved into something much bigger. In 2023, BRICS invited Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE to join, a major expansion. This move was huge, especially with Saudi Arabia and the UAE, 2 of the world's biggest oil producers. Their inclusion means BRICS could start trading oil in non-dollar currencies, further weakening the US dollar's dominance. Another major development, BRICS Pay. This is a digital payment system that aims to compete with SWIFT, the Western-controlled banking network. If successful, it could give BRICS even more economic independence. But the big question remains, can BRICS truly challenge the West? Some argue it lacks unity. Member countries have too many internal conflicts. Others believe it's the future of global power, shifting influence away from the US and Europe. So what happens next? Will BRICS continue to grow, reshaping the world economy? Or will internal divisions limit its potential? One thing is clear. In 2025, BRICS is no longer just an economic idea, it's a real force in global politics. But what do you think? Is BRICS the future of global power, or will it fail to challenge the West? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth global analysis.